deep within the dense African bush, where golden sunlight filters through acacia trees and hidden predators roam the shadows. A fragile newborn named Koda entered a world ruled by survival. Wet and trembling on the grassy ground, Koda struggled to lift his tiny head while his devoted mother gently cleaned and warmed his fragile body. Again and again the newborn tried to stand on impossibly thin legs, falling softly into the grass before gathering the strength to rise. Guided by instinct, Koda searched beneath his mother's belly and drank his first warm milk while a gentle savanna breeze drifted through the bushes. Safe beside his mother, the tiny Nyala rested peacefully beneath the shade of an acacia tree. For a brief moment, the wilderness seemed calm, but hidden high above in the branches, a giant African rock python had already fixed its eyes upon the vulnerable youngster. The massive predator slithered silently down the tree trunk and moved closer to the dry leaves. Completely unaware of the danger, Koda explored the clearing while the giant snake prepared to strike. Without warning, the python launched forward and clamped its jaws over the young Nyala. Powerful coils wrapped instantly around Koda's body and tightened with terrifying force. The frightened youngster kicked wildly while the snake squeezed the air from his lungs. Dust filled the air as predator and prey rolled across the forest floor. Every second brought Koda closer to death.
Help!
Then his mother's instincts exploded into action. With furious determination, she charged into the struggle and repeatedly stomped the python's head and neck. The relentless assault forced the giant snake to loosen its deadly coils. Gasping for breath, Koda slipped free and scrambled toward safety. Defeated and injured, the python disappeared into the undergrowth while mother and son survived another day. The scars faded. The lesson remained. Weeks passed across the African bush. Koda grew stronger, faster, and more curious with every passing day. He learned to browse fresh leaves, explore hidden trails, and navigate the wilderness under his mother's watchful protection. Yet another predator waited in silence. The stealthy leopard spotted the growing Nyala and began stalking through the tall golden grass. Step by step, the hunter moved closer. Step by step, danger approached. Then the leopard exploded from cover and launched a devastating attack. Koda spotted the predator at the last moment and sprinted across the dusty savanna. The chase raced through bushes and open grasslands while the leopard rapidly gained ground. The predator slammed Koda into the earth and pinned him beneath sharp claws. The young Nyala fought desperately, kicking and twisting beneath the crushing weight. The leopard seized his neck and attempted to drag him into the forest. Dust and stones scattered through the air as Koda struggled for survival. Then his mother arrived like a storm. She ran directly into the leopard's ribs and hurled the predator away from her son. Standing over Koda, she stomped the ground and challenged the hunter without fear. Realizing the risk was too great, the leopard abandoned the hunt and vanished into the bushes. Koda rose shakily to his feet. The young survivor had escaped death once again. Months turned into years. Koda matured into a strong adolescent Nyala with growing muscles and the first signs of magnificent spiral horns. His confidence increased with every challenge he overcame. He roamed farther across the savanna and learned the skills needed to survive on his own. Then another threat emerged from the grasslands. A spotted hyena hyena targeted Koda and launched a relentless pursuit across the plains. The predator chased with incredible determination while Koda raced away from the herd. Again and again the hyena snapped at his legs. Finally it seized his hip and attempted to drag him down. Pain surged through Koda's body, but he refused to surrender. Kicking backward with tremendous force, he fought desperately against the predator's grip. Still the hyena held on. Still the battle continued. Then a powerful figure appeared on the horizon. Koda's father charged across the savannah with enormous spiral horns lowered for battle. The mighty Nyala slammed into the predator and hurled it away from his son. Again he charged, forcing the terrified hyena farther and farther from Koda. Realizing defeat was inevitable, the predator fled across the plains and disappeared into the distance. Standing beside his father, Koda understood what true strength looked like. The years continued to pass. The frightened newborn transformed into a magnificent adult Nyala. Dark fur covered his muscular body while elegant white stripes decorated his coat. His massive spiral horns reflected the wisdom and experience earned through survival. No longer a vulnerable youngster, Koda moved confidently through the African wilderness. The predators that once hunted him now approached with caution. The survivor had become a king. Standing proudly atop a grassy hill beneath the golden African sun, Koda gazed across the vast kingdom that had shaped his life. The newborn once trapped within a python's coils had survived. The youngster hunted by a leopard had survived. The adolescent attacked by a hyena had survived. Every scar carried a lesson. Every challenge forged strength. Every battle built the magnificent leader he had become. As the final sunlight illuminated his spiral horns and powerful frame, Koda stood proudly above the savannah. The fragile newborn born within the African bush had become a symbol of courage, resilience, and the unstoppable spirit of survival.